Buying a gun for someone who can't get it on their own is illegal, but it's happening in stores around North Texas every day. Tonight, the I-Team goes undercover to investigate. A convicted felon or someone who is mentally ill should not have a gun.
But the I-Team is about to reveal getting around that law is a whole lot easier than you might think. I-Team investigator Maria Villarreal joining us now. So, bottom line, you went undercover into pawn shops and you found that some of those working behind the counter were suggesting to you how to get around a law?
It really felt like that in a lot of these situations. It's actually called a straw purchase. Gun stores and pawn shops selling these weapons also have to follow similar federal laws. And a perfect example of how a straw purchase works happened just a few months ago, ending in a shootout in our own backyard.
We'll go on the hard level on this one.
This is a man who was shot 4 times just 8 weeks ago, including once in the head.
Are you tired yet?
No.
On that afternoon back in March, Montague County Deputy James Boyd pulled over a man driving a Cadillac with Colorado plates. The driver, convicted felon Evan Ebel, was connected to 2 murders in Colorado, including the state's prison chief. When Boyd approached, all he saw was a gun.
I blacked out just after I got shot. I can remember seeing all the cartridges come out, and that's it.
The weapon Ebel used would eventually be traced back to a Colorado woman named Stevie Vigil. She's now charged with buying a gun and giving it to Ebel, a convicted felon, an act known as a straw purchase.
Do you hold her just as responsible as you do Evan?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because she knew what she was doing was wrong. She was giving a gun to a convicted felon who was released too early from prison. There's very few outcomes that can come from that.
But how often does this happen here? After all, it's against the law.
Bang, 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 bang.
The I-Team went undercover at 11 local gun stores and pawn shops to find out. At each store, either I or my photographer would handle the gun to make sure the clerk knew exactly who'd be using it once we walked out.
Just a driver license or ID.
After asking about background checks, we tell the clerk we weren't sure we'd pass one.
Can I buy the gun for him? Yeah. Oh.
At 6 of the stores we walked into, the clerk behind the counter shut us down.
Can you purchase the gun for me instead?
No, that we can't do that because it's
But at 5 of the stores, an employee agreed to sell us the gun, like this Cash America pawn shop in Dallas, where the first clerk tells us no sale.
I don't know if I'd pass a background check. Would she be able to buy it? And because that, y'all.
Would I be able to buy the gun instead?
You wouldn't have told me that, maybe.
But his manager gives us a different answer.
If she's approved, then y'all are cool selling to her. Yeah.
The 4 other locations include A-Action Pawn Shop, Cheaper Than Dirt Outdoor Adventures, Uncle Dan's Pawn Shop, and Doc Holliday's Pawn Shop.
If you go anywhere, it's called a straw purchase, and since we deal with the FBI and the ATF, they back check on all that stuff, but I mean, they don't really check that hard.
People
get a misconception of that, thinking that they're registering their gun.
Yeah.
Texas says you never had gun registration.
So he can take care of it for me then?
Sure.
Okay, cool. That's what we were worried about.
In the end, we didn't buy anything, but we took our undercover video to UT Arlington's top criminologist, Alejandro Del Carmen.
If that transaction would have taken place, it would have been a criminal offense and would, if a federal agency would have had the capacity to be able to detect this and to put undercover agents to do this, they would have probably closed the place down and indicted the people working there.
The outgoing president of the National Rifle Association, David Keene, shared a similar sentiment.
What we say in the instance of straw purchasers and in other gun crimes, you've got laws. Take those laws and prosecute criminals. And if you do that, you're going to solve a lot of the problem.
Adam. Charles.
Deputy Boyd doesn't necessarily back stricter gun control laws, but he does want people to realize how easy it is for these laws to be ignored.
It's just like crack cocaine. You can make it illegal. It's already illegal, but you can still buy it on a corner.
Now, we also went undercover at Bass Pro Shop, where its clerk wouldn't sell us a gun, but he did tell us how to get around the law. The company is now investigating the situation and working with ATF. Cash America, Uncle Dan's Pawn Shop, and Cheaper Than Dirt Outdoor Adventures say they also plan to conduct internal audits and reviews. And their full statement is on our website, cbsdfw.com.
Interesting look. So before we let you go, ATF, governing agency here, what do they say about this? Did they see the video?
They have not seen the video. They tell me they are aware of the situation. However, right now they want to review the video before they give us any sort of comment at this point.
Okay, so more to come.
Yes,
Maria.
very much more.
Eye-opening.
Okay.
Thank you.